Jack, what is it, 5 weeks? 5 weeks tomorrow?
5 weeks tomorrow, yeah.
You're back at Manchester. You fought at Manchester before, haven't you?
Yeah, I fought
there. Troy Williamson, wasn't it?
Yeah, boxed Troy there. Fought there 3 times. I had my debut there.
Oh yeah, you did.
My debut and my second fight, and yeah, it went a bit quiet, and then yeah, back there now.
But a good card because it's Joyce against Joe Parker.
Yeah,
it's a good fight.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight, and there's a few other good fights on as well. It'll be a big card, and I think I'm gonna get. I'm definitely not going to be a floater on it anyway. So.
You're fighting Nathan Heaney for his IBO Continental Middleweight title.
IBO International.
International title. Yeah. And this is an opportunity for you to be a 2-weight champion.
Yeah, exactly. It's another belt, another title, another big opportunity, and you don't get much bigger than fighting on pay-per-view shows at Manchester Arena in front of all them people.
You get all these opportunities all the time.
Yeah, well that's what I mean. That's because I'm always.
You're always here, aren't you?
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, Matt, we've said it, and obviously, you know, this is the reason why the picture, because they believe they can beat you. But as you proved before, 19 times before, that's not the case, is it, mate?
Yeah, that's probably why they've picked me and underestimated me or whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't care about that. I know my ability now, and I feel confident. I feel confident in myself. I feel good now, right now, and the 5 week where.
Is this going to benefit you? Because you were talking, I mean, it wasn't really short notice. I think you knew about 3 weeks ago, you said to me.
Yeah.
So that was 8 weeks. So it was never going to be hard for you to make the weight. Now, a lot of people it is. Yeah. But you're actually stepping up from light middleweight to middleweight. Yeah. So is this extra £6 going to benefit you, do you think?
I think, yeah, it's going to be a benefit, obviously, in the build-up. There's not going to be no stress. There's not really much stress, to be fair. Make him super well that's only because I treat it like a proper job, and I'm dedicated. I don't eat no rubbish, but I mean.
Because you fought Troy Williamson, was that middleweight?
That was over middleweight actually. That was like £2 over middleweight limit. So it's not like I've never been there, and I've fought some big guys. I've sparred some big guys who were good fighters as well, like super middleweight world champion and stuff. So it's not like I'm not used to it. And I feel like I'll be strong in that.
And do you know much about Nathan Heaney?
I've seen a few videos of him. I've sparred him before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, only the once.
When was that?
A few years ago now, yeah. But
what was that for? Was he getting ready for a fight, or were you getting ready for a fight? Or?
If I'm truthful, I can't remember. I think he was getting ready for a fight, yeah.
And can you take much confidence from that?
If I could remember the spar, yeah. No, that's what I mean.
Who told you that you sparred him? Was it?
No, I remember sparring him, but I don't read too much into how much sparring goes, but.
Because he's a really nice lad. I've never interviewed him, but Steve Lillis interviewed him for the VIP channel. I think it was just after lockdown. I think it was just before he won this title, because you're going to be his second defence, am I right?
I'm not too sure.
I think he won it 2 fights ago.
Yeah.
He's made 1 defence, and this is going to be his second defence. And he come over as a really, really nice kid. But I think he's about 33 now, isn't he?
I think about that, yeah. But
and you're just really coming into your pro. Are you 27 yet?
27, yeah. So
you're just 27.
Yeah. No, I'm 28 in October, but I feel like I'm in my prime and my peak, and I'll be here for a good few years yet as well. With the way I live my life outside of boxing and the way that I train. So this is the perfect opportunity to grab it now and then push on for the next few years.
And as you said, back on the biggest stage, a pay-per-view world title fight. You know, you can't get much better than that, can you? And in your hometown, I know you're a Bolton boy, but the MEM Arena, or the AO Arena, I think, the old, what is it?
AO Arena
AO
now,
Arena now. It's like the Madison Square Garden for Britain, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Exactly. And to be fair, like the times when I have fought there in the past, my first was my debut. I boxed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then the other 2 I was on as a floater, so I ended up fighting after the main event.
I think it was about 12:30 when you fought Troy, wasn't it? It was
so
really late on.
So I mean, by that point there was probably max 200 people in the venue. So I mean, it's going to be different fighting in front of a good few thousand. And that's what I'm looking forward to.
Well, even if it's just his fans that turn up, there should be about 1,500.
Yeah,
you know.
I want them to be as noisy as they can, because I thrive off
Delilah.
it. Yeah, I thrive off it, yeah.
So you excited then?
Buzzing for it, yeah, buzzing. He's, I don't know, he's a different, I feel different. I've got a different, I just can't explain it, but I've got a different fire in my stomach, yeah.
Well, do you know, I'll just go back to your last fight, because I never got a chance to speak to you afterwards. But obviously, you know, we wanted to get a couple of wins under your belt, and seems like this plan was always put in place, because Alex and Steve Wood, Alex being your coach and Steve Wood being your manager, were talking. They said they want to get you 2 wins on our shows, and then hopefully look for some big title again.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what's happened. You fought that Kevin Daltel, whatever his name was,
yeah.
and then you fought the Russian kid. I can't pronounce his name, but the Money Boy.
Yeah.
And after you fought the Money Boy, I couldn't believe it. You were blemish free, mate. There wasn't a mark on your face.
Yeah.
That never happens. You know,
No,
you're always in little wars.
And, I went on holiday 2 days after the fight, and I thought, because I'm always in some kind of bust up, and I thought, I'm going to be going on holiday with black eyes, and I'm going to need my sunglasses, but yeah, it was alright.
So has something switched in your head, do you feel? Because I watch you on that, you know, you choose. I mean, you can box, but you like having a fight, don't you?
Yeah.
And I thought it was a brilliant happy medium against the Russian kid last time out, because it was over 8 rounds. I think it was 80-72 at the end of it, and it was a fantastic performance in the sense. Yeah, you knew he was going to win. We expected that.
Yeah.
But sometimes when we get you an opponent like that, you switch off a little bit, and you're a little bit blasé about it, and then you get caught with those silly shots that you don't need to. Yes, you win, but you perhaps sometimes make a fight harder than it needs to be. You made what could have been a hard fight a very, very easy fight, yet it was still very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, the thing that I was happy with that fight is that everything I've been practicing, I did. And yeah, I don't know. I think I've spoke to Alex a lot this week while I've been training and talking in between our sessions and stuff like that. And I think the Kerman fight really, it must have hit home that I need to improve on certain things, and I think that's what I needed. I needed a bit of a wake up call, to be honest. And then
Was that it?
then, yeah, and then from that, I feel like I've had a better performance than my previous fight and my last fight. So it's just keeping the momentum going now, and I'm getting active again now. This is going to be my 5th fight in 12 months, so that's what I want. I mean,
So you're going to be fighting number 23, is it?
23, yeah. It's my 100th fight in total, amateur and pro. So it must be meant for it to be.
It's fate. Is it written in the stars?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh well, listen, I'm Dick Sheffield. We actually have a show on the same night in Liverpool, so we won't be down there. So
Yeah.
I wanted to catch up with you, because it only got announced, I think, was it yesterday, was it? Or the day before? Day before, wasn't it? Day before it
Yeah,
got announced.
day before, yeah.
So hopefully I'll be up here if you're not going on holiday, and we'll be
I'll
chatting
be
to
going
you
on
as the new
Yeah.
new IBO champion.
Yeah, exactly. You will be, yeah. 100%.
Jack, you take care. Good luck for, like you say, 5 weeks on Saturday.
Yeah, thanks. Lee.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, nice
Or
one.
today, because it might be going out tomorrow. So.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Jack, you take care, and your sponsors, send them over to me, and we'll have them running through the video.
I just like to say again, as usual, that without my sponsors backing me, I mean, I only work part time, and if I didn't have my sponsors, I'd be working full time, and everyone.
I just drag you from work, Anna.
Well, yeah,
You should
exactly.
be
Part
working
of it, yeah,
downstairs.
but I mean, everyone who works full time, they have a full time job. They know how hard it is. I mean, the people, you get some people who are lucky to be full time, but my part time job is teaching people boxing anyway. So it's something that I love doing. But without my sponsors, I wouldn't be able to do it. And like I say, thanks to my coaches because they you know, Alex is the past, or since I came, I've always been. What I'm to do is improve and get better and improve my boxing, improve my mindset, and I feel like the timing fell right and in a good position.
You feel you've still got a hell of a lot more to give and a lot more to win. I think I asked you this last time, and you said you don't even think you're, what, you think there's another 20, 30, 40% to come from you?
Yeah, there still is, and the more I work with my coaches when I've got big fights, I mean, the more I improve, and I'm excited for to crack on, and you know I've got 5-6 years left in boxing. I'm gonna take every opportunity that I get, like I've done so far, but I'll be more than ready for every one of them.
Right, well listen, good luck for the 24th, like I say,
yeah.
And hopefully I'll be speaking to you next time as a two-weight champion.
You will, yeah.
Jack, take care mate, bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.